I'm sure your phone blew up when that first happened, like, because there is a special affinity in Bills fans' hearts for one Tre'Davious White. I'm sure you felt that right off the jump when everything went down, right?
Oh, for sure. I knew immediately once the news broke that pretty much my phone was gonna go crazy with family members, friends, old teammates, just the love that I got over the first few days. It was just something that that I'll never forget. Obviously, it was something that I wanted. I wanted to come back here, in the back end of my career, and do it with people that I really legitimately care about and have genuine relationships with as friends off the field. So, no-brainer.
Famously, you get back in, and the quarterback didn't know they'd re-sign you until he sees you strutting through the locker room. And you're like, how does that happen?
He's been a little off the grid.
You got to tip your hat to Josh for disconnecting. Because you got to be completely off the radar not to know the Bills signed Tre'Davious back.
Oh, it was good. But look, so he saw me in the locker room. He's like, how you doing? It's just like he was just so surprised. So Jeff told me that he came over to him and was like, did we really sign Trey back? Yeah, Jeff's like, yeah, you were sent around here. So I saw him and brotherly hug.
Oh, yeah.
It was so missed him a lot, what I mean? Just being on the other side, obviously. Just seeing the success that he had last year being an MVP.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the big hug you guys shared on the field before the playoff game last year. Pre-game, you're coming out here with the Ravens, and it's just you could just when you see hugs and they look like the, for lack of a better term, half-ass hug, like I'm just doing this to be nice. That was not that. That was like genuine love. You could just see it. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the reason you wanted to be back here, right? Because that exists here in plentiful supply.
Oh, for sure. And I'm not the first player that says this. I'm not gonna be the last. This is a special place, man. And obviously, you want to play. Like I said before, a few weeks ago, my goal was to always play under one team, and do it at a high level. But that plan didn't go as I wanted to go, out of my control because of injuries. But I got a chance to rewrite it, and I'm gonna do it the right way this way around.
And because I played on a couple different teams as well, but there are a lot of guys in L.A., Baltimore that you got a lot of love and respect for, and so kind of compare and contrast. There's good organizations all around the league, not all of them, but there's a handful, right? More than a handful, and you got a chance to play for some pretty respected organizations in L.A. and of course in Baltimore, who has been competitive ever since Harbaugh got there, right? Give us a little compare and contrast about what players say about Buffalo, away from Buffalo, and some of the stuff you can share with us about what it's like to go away, have some success, go to another team, be in a playoff atmosphere, and then make it back here.
Well, I'll be completely honest. Everything was so foreign to me, just leaving this place, because I'm such a routine-based guy. So it's like, I have all my people in place. I have my chiropractor. I have my massage therapy. I have, my trainers, just everything at my disposal that I've created over the first 7 years of my career. Like, those are things that if I'm not, I get bad anxiety when that schedule is not on this track that I see it. It's not set. So once I go to a new place, I got to figure all this out. I got to find new people. Find new people I trust, because I'm very particular about that. So you got to find people you trust. And then I could never get in the group. Then I was rehabbing, learning a new defense, going into a defensive system. Well, I'm talking about LA. Going into a system where it's like, it's the DC's first shot at being a DC. He's trying to find the calls. He's trying to find what works for the group. And then it's a young defense. And then I'm coming off this injury. I can't give them what they need me to give them, because I'm trying to find myself and get myself back too. So that LA experience, as far as like on the field, it wasn't a time, because I feel like I just couldn't give that group. It was a young group. I couldn't give them that veteran presence that I needed, because I was so busy rehabbing, worrying about myself, and not going out there and getting as many reps as I could, because I'm just trying to rehab this thing, trying to manage it, push it a little bit, but still manage it. So that wasn't, but as far as off the field, just like around the building, just the people there, great. Everything was great. The experience, everything was great. I was able to, you know, go to a different organization, see how they run things, and just see different players, go into a different locker room and see just like how
The
other
dynamics
people, yeah,
of
just
it,
the
yeah.
dynamic on a day-to-day basis, how the players interact with each other and stuff like that. And then getting to Baltimore, it was just more of the same. Like it's just like it's a real strict environment in Baltimore. Like they practice real hard. Like Harbaugh is really, it's like it's gonna be this one way, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it this every day, and we're gonna hammer it, and we're gonna practice at it. And you know, it gave me an appreciation for just like the process, because I've learned like, okay, this team does it this way, this team does it this way, and the Bills did it this way, but it's more than one way to skin a cat, because obviously LA doing it right. They've been in 2 Super Bowls and won one, and Baltimore has always been competitive. In Buffalo, we've come along over the years, so now we here too. So it's different ways, but I was just so used to the way that we did it here that it was hard for me to get that out of my head.
To reprogram.
Yeah, it was so hard.
That's
but
also where your comparison comes from. If
Yeah.
you knew how successful you were personally here in Buffalo, you think, okay, how does it compare? Both LA and Baltimore, this was your first comparison.
Yeah, so
always.
and you know, obviously it was great for me because a lot of guys that I respected over the time of me playing in this league, playing against in college, I was able to go in the locker room with them and see how they do the things on a day-to-day basis. Other great players, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. We can go Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, Marlon Humphreys, Kyle Hamilton, Derrick Henry, like Zay Flower. You could just keep going. Kyle Van Noy, like Roquan Smith. Like it's just so many great players. So it was just like I was able to just go and observe and see like, okay, this guy, like this, if you want to do it, the be great at this, like you see Roquan Smith, he knows everything about the whole offense. He's calling out plays on the field. So it's just like I'm seeing like greatness, and it's just like, okay, what can I do? Take a little bit from this guy. Even though I've been in the league a long time and I have but I can never stop learning.
All right. So last one for you here, because Brandon Beane mentioned this, so did Coach McDermott. They, you know, just based on watching your tape towards the end of last season, they felt that you kind of cleared that rehab hurdle. So, and a lot of times it takes guys like a full year to kind of get back into the groove, like you were just talking about. Like it was hard for you to find that groove where you were just playing and only worrying about playing. So do you feel that that hurdle was cleared? Like, do you feel coming into this, you know, spring and training camp and preseason that you're in a place where you're just focused on playing? You're not worried so much about managing all the things that were part of your rehab plan.
Oh, for sure. I was just telling this to, I think I was telling this to Taryn or a couple of my teammates. You know, Taryn and Dane and I, we talk a lot. Like, we really talk. So this is the first off season that I have where I'm not worried about rehabbing my knee, my Achilles. Like, this is the first time in maybe since 4 years.
Yeah.
Where I could just focus on my body and not focus on one thing. And it's just taking me away from getting reps with my teammates. Just going out there doing the walkthroughs. I'm not in the training room, just on the table, just getting rubbed on and just doing stuff for this one particular part. I can work on the whole thing. So now I know what a full off season looks like for me. I know when I put the work in, I'm able to do the things that I want to do as far as like my off season program, going back to the basics.
Yeah.
I'm able to do that now. Feel good. It's going to be a great year.
That's
well,
awesome.
hopefully it'll be a less chaotic year than you experienced last year, because you're bumping around from L.A. to Baltimore.
Yep.
And get back home and spread your wings, man. It'd be great to see you out there.
Oh, it's going to be great. Just me getting back, just walking through those doors, man, like my appreciation level is on another level. Just seeing familiar faces and people that embrace me as much as I embrace them when I see them is just something that I don't take lightly.
The
man.
feeling is mutual. It's great to have you
Absolutely.
back. We are unfortunately out of time. We can talk to you all afternoon, but we do have to take a break here. So Trey, thanks for stopping by.
appreciate
We'll
it. Anytime.
keeping a close eye out there on the field. Good luck to you in terms of putting it all together.